All right, so we are going to review these slides here again. People that are confident in relationships are self-accepting, self-aware, open-hearted, spontaneous, loving, and caring. The ideal here to understand is that nobody starts off in a relationship with a person where they bestow all this on them at once. So we're talking about a well-established relationship, and that's what confident means. This person has earned your confidence, and therefore the relationship is grounded in acceptance and loving care. The same thing for this slide. We have to know that confident in the relationship is something that's earned. We don't meet strangers at this place. But once a person has truly developed trust with us, then we should not be paralyzed by the opinions of other people about that relationship. Other people's votes about our love is not healthy, and we all do it. We all have opinions about our friends' partners. We all have opinions about a mother or a father relationship that one of our besties is conducting. But it's up to the people in the relationship to be confident and then to not let the opinions of others sway them. Friendships and relationships that are based in confidence are also vibrant in their cheering for one another. In our self-compassion journey, we're trying really hard to learn how to be a fan of ourselves. In a relationship, we are vibrant fans of each other. The other caveat to a confident relationship is that there's a whole lot of knowing that this person has more brilliance than imperfection. And we talked about that a lot last week. Can you see your own brilliance bigger than your imperfections? It's safe to say that if a person has bigger imperfections than they have brilliance, it's going to be hard to love them in the first place. It's going to be hard for that relationship to grow into a confident place. And that's where codependence gets to be pulled apart from interdependence. And we're going to talk about interdependence that's confident versus codependency that is toxic. So the confident relationships that we create are built layer by layer. And every single confident relationship we build starts at the bottom layer with no trust earned yet. But across time, we earn trust and grow layers. So that by the time you get to the confident part, which is the top of the cake, then you have cured the relationship of doubt for the most part. Nobody's perfect and no relationship is perfect, so I have to say for the most part. But this idea that unconditional positive regard exists between the people in the relationship is very important. We have to trust the goodness in this person so that if they make a mistake, we lean into forgiveness quicker. We lean into optimism. Maybe they made a mistake. Maybe they didn't understand. Maybe they got it wrong without meaning to do harm. And when you know somebody across a period of time, it's pretty easy to give them the benefit of the doubt. And that benefit of the doubt is trust in their goodness. Those folks who do not earn a benefit of doubt tend to fall away and not become confident relationships. Codependent, toxic behaviors will prevent you from trusting in a person's goodness. So we want to get to know those exact actions, and we want to actually see that those are disrupting our ability to create a confident relationship with this person. The next thing a confident relationship has to have, once you get to that top layer, is the ability to identify patterns of unhealthy behavior. If you build with a person and the confidence is growing, the trust is growing, but these unhealthy behaviors are not disappearing, if you are asking the person next to you to please stop kicking you, or if you're asking them to explore some boundaries with you, and those boundaries continue to be broken, that it might be clear that that person doesn't have the ability to identify unhealthy behaviors, or they don't have the motivation to change those unhealthy behaviors. All relationships are supposed to be a collaborative build. And if the other person is not collaborating in these pivots that are necessary to build a confident relationship, well, then you may have to decide at some point that they're not qualified for a confident relationship. The last thing that a confident relationship requires is motivation. I always say if a person is not motivated to learn, you're going to figure that out. Otherwise, I say everybody is born with a teachable heart. I'm going to refer back to them toddlers who hold onto the table for dear life when they first start to stand on their own legs. But they want to walk real bad. And that motivation is real high. And it doesn't even get interrupted when they fall on their face and bump their head. They want to learn how to walk. They're annoyed at watching all the grown-ups and people around them running about on legs. My legs are here. I want them to work. Let's go. So motivation in a human is not hard to suss out. You can see it. A person who keeps trying, even though they fall down, is actually motivated to learn. And one of the things that I say about confident relationships is that they're earned. So that if you give up on somebody because you were impatient about their efforts or about their pace at learning, then you might miss out. But everybody knows that trustworthiness is the cornerstone to building the trust that it takes to get to a confident relationship. We all learned that one in school. Oh, you got to be trustworthy to be a good friend. Oh, you got to tell the truth if you want me to love you. Trustworthy is the thing we center on, but I'm going to say again, it better be motivation you're looking at, because trustworthy is a learnable skill. And even if I'm slow at it, if I'm motivated, I can learn it.